Good day, folks. Welcome back to another time video. Today we have an absolute banger for you. Hold on tight, grab your notebook, and follow along because this one's a bit of a doozy, but we'll get through it. So, this is a blob fly. So, honestly, it's the most basic thing you can tie, but it is incredibly effective. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got a Daiichi 1120 in the vise here with a head turner bead. This bead is pink. Now feel free to use just a brass bead. I quite like the head turners just because they're flipping that hook up, and I like that. Fish these things close to the weeds sometimes, and yeah. So I'm using some power thread. You can use UTC is fine. If you wanted to use pink to match the bead, that would work. And then the color we're going with is Biscuit. So this has become a bit of a go-to color. And now we don't put any flash out the back. We don't put any veils over these things. We don't do anything. It's just this material wrapped up a hook. So it's so complicated. That's why I said you needed your notebook. But honestly, you don't need nothing except a few wraps of this. I do stack them pretty close together and kind of sweep this back like a hackle. If you get to wrapping it correctly, you'll see it kind of lays down quite nicely right side by side, and you get a nice uniform little blob here. But aside from that, I don't have many other tips on tying it. Tie it in, wrap it up, and tie it off. But you know us, we like simple stuff, and this more than qualifies as simple. But I don't know what it is about this. It's kind of just a natural-ish type color. The ones we've fished in the past have all been pretty bright and shiny, except for the original one, the I don't know if you guys remember the apricot Daphnia blob. That was kind of the one that years ago, before they were all the rage, we were tying and fishing quite a bit, and that was a little bit of a kind of muted pinky orange or peachy orange, and that seemed to do quite well. So this is what we've been using lately, and it's been doing some serious work. So even though it's basic, it catches a lot of fish, so we had to share it with everybody. So whip finish, glue your wraps if you want to, and that's about. With this one, I would probably glue your thread and just wrap it and then whip finish on top if you were going to do that. But yeah, that's all there is to it. You can see the cool UV that has in it bouncing off the light, and I imagine that's got something to do with what grabs the fish's attention. But whatever it is, we love it, the fish love it, and that's what matters. So that's all there is to the Biscuit blob. Thanks very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And until the next one, cheers and tight lines.